What's up guys, Toy Bro here, and today we're taking a look at the latest POE DAMERON figure in the Black Series line from Hasbro. We've got the Last Jedi version of the best damn pilot in the Resistance. He is in the standard Black Series box. He is number 53 in the line. We've got a write-up and a little bit of artwork on the back. We got his name on the side. Let's pull him out. Alright guys, here is our POE DAMERON figure out of the box, and while it may not be saying a great deal considering what we've gotten so far, this is definitely the best POE figure in the line. Again, it's not saying a lot, but he's actually pretty decent. I think he is a better attempt at getting Oscar Isaac's likeness down, because for some reason they just cannot get this guy's face under control. Hopefully once the photoreal tech hits the line, they can make up for past indiscretions. But this is POE as he's going to look, at least in some form, in The Last Jedi, so it is a new look for him. We've got a new jacket, and just kind of a basic look for the character. He's not, in any real military uniform. So we'll do articulation and sculpt and all that good stuff. So the head is on a hinge with a ball, so he can look up, and he can look down, and he can spin all around. Arms go out pretty much a little bit higher than 90 degrees there. He can spin his arms all around, of course. We can spin at the elbow joint, single joint at the elbow. We've got a horizontal hinge and rotation at the wrist, and the same on the right wrist. He has got a upper diaphragm cut, which allows him to swivel, but it doesn't really have any back and forth. That doesn't really do anything there. Legs go out a decent bit. Forward just about 90 degrees. They go back a decent bit. Thigh cut as usual. We have got double joints at the knee. They go all the way back. Straighten that leg out. We have got a forward-facing pin for the rocker, and then a hinge as well. So pretty standard stuff as far as articulation goes. Now, as far as the sculpt on this guy goes, it's halfway decent. I do have one kind of, issue with it. I think the head sits a little too high on the neck. You can see when his face is kind of at a normal angle, you can see the hinge really, really well. Either that or the head is slightly too small. It just doesn't, it looks kind of off. He has kind of a giraffe neck to me in some angles. So just kind of standing out in that regard. We have got the kind of half jacket that they do. So the arms are sculpted to be the sleeves, and then the jacket is a separate piece in a kind of rubbery plastic that sits over top. It's got some nice wrinkles sculpted in pretty much all over for the jacket and the pants. And then we've got the boots that are just kind of faded into from the pants. We've got the sculpted on holster, which is attached to the belt. It does not come off, and then it wraps around the leg. And then, of course, the big thing is the head, the face, and it's not perfect, and I'm certainly not going to say it is, but it is definitely better than what we've gotten before. And just for comparison's sake, here is the original POE, and this figure is easily one of the worst Black Series figures as far as I'm concerned, at least in terms of head sculpt. The base body's all right, but this is just pure garbage, really. It's just terrible. This does not look anything like Oscar Isaac's. This isn't perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than this, and this one is still better than the one we got in the Target 2-pack, which I cannot find him right now. As far as paint goes, he's actually got paint on his face, not tons, but he has more than your average character because he has, the 5 o'clock shadow, which is pretty decent. It's a little more consistent this time around, so I'm happy with how it looks. We got the lips painted on, and then we've got some eyes and the pupils as well as the eyebrows. He does have paint on his left sleeve for the Resistance Firebird there, or the Starbird, and then we have got some paint on the jacket as well for kind of some clasps, and then on the belt buckle we've got that silver. That's pretty much it as far as paint goes. There's really not a lot on this guy. He's mostly molded plastic. There is some paint on the neck, obviously, to differentiate it from the shirt area, and the shirt is textured, by the way, so it's slightly different though. The texture on the upper half is different from the texture on the bottom half here. And then we have his gun, which this is a similar gun to what he came with originally, but it is actually a new sculpt. So this is the original one, and you can see that this one has slightly more detail on it. It also has a metallic paint as well as some black on it to kind of make it look halfway decent this time around. At the end of the day, this is definitely the best Poe that we have gotten. I'm eager to see what they can do with the photoreal tech once it hits this line. But for now, this is pretty good. He's not great. He's not bad. He's a pretty basic figure. He's just a human male wearing basically normal clothes, and he has a gun. He happens to look more like Oscar Isaacs this time around, which is a bonus. But at the end of the day, whenever this wave, or if this wave ever hits retail, I expect to see him peg warm eventually. So that is going to do it for this review of the Captain Poe Dameron figure from Star Wars Black Series line from Hasbro. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, everyone.